Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the show, Borderline Banter. Uh, After you just heard, that's our new intro song. Yeah, hope you liked it. It's got to be tweaked a little bit. Not gonna lie, I might have jumped the gun by posting it, but yeah, I hope you liked it. Yeah, it was kind of cool. Anyway, welcome to the show. My name is Mike. You made it through the weekend. Another week is here. Yeah, well, welcome. He's pretty quiet so far, but moving the mouse around, we have Dustin. Dustin, how's it going?
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah,
This is Borderline Banter.
did you hear the new song?
I've been listening to it on repeat. It's gonna get stuck in my head.
Yeah, for sure. That's
So
what I
it should be
want.
fun.
So, cool. How's your weekend?
I had a pretty good weekend. Didn't do anything.
Oh, cool. That sounds great.
Today is tax day.
That's it. So
Well,
now,
maybe not in Canada, but
so question for you with taxes there. Do you, if like, if you don't pay, do you go to jail? Honestly, go to jail?
not really.
No.
Uh,
Okay.
they just start sending you letters, and then you have to pay more when they eventually.
And how much
do
it gets
that.
at high interest too?
I don't know.
Because here in Canada, say you owe $1,000, you're paying like maybe 2% on that $1,000, right? And so you're like, whatever, it's not that big of a deal, right? And it doesn't affect your credit score. So, but I heard people always freaking out that you're gonna go to jail.
I
But
mean, in my case, I get, but like, if I if I if I didn't do them, I'm just not getting money.
okay, so again, if you don't
But,
if you don't owe money and you don't do your taxes, you don't get in trouble, right?
I don't know. I assume if the auditors look at it and it says that
Because
they would have given me money, no, they're not going to audit
in
those
theory,
accounts.
in theory,
In
you can go
theory, they're supposed
7
to audit
years.
the ones that are worth
Yeah.
auditing.
In theory, you can go 7 years here without doing your taxes.
You could probably do that here as long as you're not a high income.
Yeah,
Thing is, if you're high
exactly.
income, you show
For
up on radar.
for me,
Right.
I owe $27 this year. You know,
Oh, yeah, you're not going to show up on a radar whether
and
you
no,
pay
I
or
didn't
don't
pay
probably,
it. I
right?
just
Like,
waited to have because we get it's something called GST checks here. Every quarter we get a GST check. It's just something the government's been doing for eons. And yeah, I was like, well, that just paid off the bill, right? But yeah,
yeah,
taxes suck. But I guess
yeah,
someone's
they're
got to
kind
pay
of a
for those
dumb
bridges.
Well, the
So
dumb thing is, like, they're ready to tell you said the wrong number, so
yeah.
why don't they just tell us?
Yeah, that's the thing.
They
If they
could
already
just
know, they
do
should
it.
just do it and send you out a check. Save the problem. Shut down all H&R Block.
Yeah.
Shut down all those craps. You have thousands of people working at the what do you call it there? Your tax
IRS?
IRS. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have probably tens of thousands of people working at the IRS. Get them to do it. And
Well,
so
thing is, they've been underfunding the IRS for years.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
So, I mean, I'm not even sure if it's tens of thousands, actually. When you say tens of thousands, it might be just thousands.
oh
Because
yeah,
they really don't want it to function.
that sounds kind of weird,
The
but
people who hold the levers of power tend to be those who might get audited.
yeah. So
And less auditors mean less likely audit.
ah, yeah, yes, yeah. Unless you owe
It
money.
sucks, but yeah, people are self-interested, so system works that way.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for being here. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button. We're trying to get to 300 here on Kick. We are 3 away. So hopefully we
Wow.
get there tonight. Yeah, we're almost there. Hopefully we
Yeah.
get there tonight, but if not, we'll get there sooner or later. We're also on YouTube. We're not streaming on YouTube tonight, but we are on YouTube. We post all videos there. And if you go to borderlinebanter.com, you can find all our socials, including X, Facebook, YouTube, and whatever else is out there. But yeah,
I
anything
was
to
just
say?
looking at the stream title to see what we're jumping into. I'm gonna burst your bubble. Monday hasn't an end.
Oh yeah, did I mess it up? Okay.
Mo Day news.
Mo Day.
I don't know
Well,
what Mo Day is.
Mo
We made that
Day.
up. We made that up.
Because we all suck. Mondays suck, right?
It's the day of the year where everybody with mohawks is
Well, in
allowed to
theory, that is a word.
Mo Day.
Mo Day is a word.
What does it mean?
I don't know, but it did not come up wrong. So let me see what that word is. Because you think I would have noticed it. Because it does. Okay. Mo
Well,
Day.
Google's telling me
No, it's not a word, I guess.
there's an urban dictionary for it. Should we go into that?
Why
It's the
not?
day of the week formerly known as Friday, formally known as Friday, where which people travel to the class of Mo and duck various sayings on the wall.
Okay, shall we move on with our first
What's
story?
Mo?
So,
Well, there's another definition here. When you're at your boyfriend or girlfriend's house and you're making out all day, a response when a nosy person asks you what you did, you respond, Mo day. Is the truth without going into too much detail for your boyfriend or girlfriend. Oh, makeout day.
make out mode. Okay, I don't get it. But
I
anyway, my
never
bad.
heard of that, but yeah, I guess it's makeout day Monday
You want to hear
here on the
something?
Banter.
Do you want to hear something crazy? That is not my first typo, and that is not going to be my last typo. I know it's shocking, crazy, but yeah, not too much in the news tonight. Yeah, World War III was almost started. I don't think it is now, but a lot of stuff going on.
Now was the last I read on
But
it. It really has.
honestly, I
taken
don't want
that
to.
line.
I don't want to. That is just some depressing stuff, and well,
Well, it's not much to
yeah.
say. I mean, it's all
yeah,
like these nations are making moves, and
yeah.
we
So-
don't have any control over it.
And yeah, and we're getting involved, but that's silly. But anyway,
And all we
so
can do is speculate, and
yeah.
the speculation leads to not.
I saw a meme the other day, and it was kind of funny. I'm gonna say it was kind of funny. It was like America funding Israel, right? And then it also shows America funding Iran because they just gave Iran all that money, and then they show the bombs being bombed by Israel bombs, saying so the bombs that we bought to bomb you are bombing these bombs. It was pretty funny.
I saw a picture with missiles shooting in the sky, showing them coming from one place, and it said paid for by U.S. tax dollars.
Yeah,
and
also
then,
paid for. Yeah,
It also had the picture of the Iron Dome shooting missiles up, and it said also somehow paid for by the U.S. taxpayers.
Thanks,
like,
guys.
Both missiles, and it showed some of them exploding each other. So, that's what happened. Like the drones or whatever it is. We paid for the drones and we paid for those missiles.
Yeah.
Just to put on a real cool firework. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're not going to be talking about that.
Though, I think so.
We're going to be talking about Sonic. We're going to be talking about Sonic. Zombies. O.J. Simpson. And maybe a few things. I don't know, zombies. I just said zombies. So, okay.
Zombies, yeah.
Let's go for it.
But not the movie kind. Okay. First up from Kotaku. Keanu Reeves is Shadow in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Matrix Star is set to play Sonic's dark side rival in Paramount's live-action universe. There you go.
Did you watch the first two?
I
think I'll watch the first one.
I've watched one.
I don't remember watching the second one, but I do remember watching the first one, and it was all right.
Confer with Jay's, but I think I watched them both.
It was all right. Like it was nothing amazing, but it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Like
from what I recall.
Yeah, big Keanu Reeves. That's kind of weird. Like, is this
I didn't know they were up to the third one. I may have to go back, rewatch. Maybe not though, because I don't have Paramount anymore. We only had Paramount for
Matrix Star is set to play Sonic Darkside rival. Okay. Oh geez, he's looking old.
So, oh yeah. Well, I mean, this is a voice acting gig though. So
I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, wow.
All right, so 2 years after he made his debut in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, we finally know who is voicing Shadow the Hedgehog, Paramount's live-action movies. Keanu Reeves of the Matrix, Cyberpunk 2077, and John Wick fame is voicing the ultimate life form.
Hedgehog 3
in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Is that? Maybe I don't know the Sonic lore. Is that what they refer to?
Ultimate life form, and I don't know. Ultimate life form.
So okay. Shadow was in the second one then?
I don't know. I don't remember. Who's Shadow? Is it Shadow the red guy?
No, Shadow's the one in the picture.
Go back up. Okay.
Sonic. It's basically Black Sonic.
Okay, I don't remember Shadow. I don't even remember Shadow from the games. Weird. But mind you, I haven't played Sonic in forever. But anyway, cool. I don't know. I guess I gotta watch Sonic 2.
Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of looking to see if Sonic 2 lists anybody for the voice act of Shadow.
But I don't think he said a word. Maybe he just showed up. Maybe he stood in the background. Or you know how they leave it on a cliffhanger because he shows up right at the end. They're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Keanu Reeves."
And I guess if there was another one, this article will talk. Right? Oh yeah, right here. Shadow first debuted in the live-action movies during Sonic 2 post-credits scene in which he awakened from cryostasis. Okay, so it was just like you see him and him waking up.
That's it.
So
He didn't
that's
say a word.
based on the descriptions from the CinemaCon trailer. Still hasn't been released to the public as of this.
Excuse me.
Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik will play a part in retrieving him from his prison, much like he did in Sonic Adventure 2, the game Shadow debuted in. Given the movie will also feature Maria Robotnik, a young girl who plays a key part in Shadow's past. It seems much of Sonic 3 will be based on the Dreamcast. So this probably means a lot to people who did like pay attention.
And I did play a lot of Sonic. I loved Sonic back when I was a kid.
I just don't know anything about them.
Yeah, and I don't remember the gameplay. I do remember the new Sonic, which was different, where it was 3D finally. It was kind of weird, right?
Yeah. Apparently he uses motors. We're gonna see him on a motorcycle.
I don't know. Cool. I guess I don't know. I like Jim Carrey. He's pretty funny. So this might be something. I might go watch number 2.
Oh, I think I missed it. Sonic 3 premieres on December 20th.
Yeah. So they haven't shown a trailer yet, but they premiered 8. Okay.
Yep. So, guess.
But that's still kind of cool. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. This is a movie where you just sit back and if they're doing something to you, sit back and turn on, listen to the background, right? It's probably more funny just to listen to it, the comedy.
Yeah, they're not going to cover any crazy topic, heavy subjects in the movie like this. It should be just a fun one.
Yeah, because it's based on family, right?
But hey, before Sonic 3 premieres in December, Paramount Plus is launching a series based on Knuckles. It's going to take place between both movies. Part of a greater effort to make the Sonic movies into a universe, much like the Marvel Cinematic.
They can. I know what? This is one of my friend's kids a few years ago. I ran into him and he's telling me about Sonic. Kid was like 7, but he was going on and on and on and on about Sonic non-stop. And I didn't know what he was talking about, but he knew what he was talking about. So I guess they got a new audience.
Yeah, and I mean, this is kind of one of those things, like, everything's either a remake or a sequel.
Yeah.
Another one of those. And this was I don't know if you know, call it a remake. First. It's just bringing back nostalgia, because Sonic is my childhood.
Yeah, but there was no Sonic movies.
No, we never got Sonic movies though.
So that's...
Now what we did get was Ninja Turtle movies, and those were great, and they're still trying to ruin those too.
Yeah, I don't like the new ones. The old
What are they doing?
So
they already made good ones.
And Power Rangers
ruining it.
They ruined Power Rangers too. Did you see that?
They are, yeah.
You know, like that stuff from our age. And I'm sorry for anyone younger, but anyone older understands that. Hey,
make your own stuff and ruin that instead.
Okay.
But the Sonic stuff, I don't think is really ruining Sonic franchise, at least from what I recollect from first movie.
I'll go back and probably watch both.
And Jim Carrey is Dr. Robotnik.
Because wasn't Sonic canceled originally because it was too lame?
No, it was canceled because they made him have fur.
Oh, the fur not canceled, but it was postponed because they did something wrong that pissed everybody off.
Yeah, they made him look weird.
Yeah, so I just remember that. So that was years ago.
Okay, you fixed it. And then I guess now we get a third movie.
Cool. Well, maybe I'll look for it later on. But we still have 2 more episodes to follow.
Yeah, like I said, Paramount is something we don't keep all the time because I think we only got it for Survivor.
Yeah.
So it might be one of those things where we get it for a couple months to watch Survivor and also watch it.
All right, well...
They know people are doing things like that these days.
The other one's kind of cartoon related.
Yeah, it's cinema related still. Still Kotaku as well.
Yeah.
Live action One Punch Man movie recruits Rick and Morty co-creator Dan Harmon will work alongside Heather and Campbell on the Sony Pictures project.
Not the guy
was he the one that was canceled?
Well, see, the guy who originally wrote it got kicked off. He got accused of doing something. He got kicked off and fired. But all charges are dropped, but they didn't let him come back, from what I heard. So,
okay, so this is that guy.
I don't know. So, I can't say.
Wasn't Rick and Morty 2 creators?
That's it. Morty's co-creator, so I don't know.
Which one got canceled?
No, probably, yeah.
Justin Roiland.
Okay, that's who it is, yeah.
Yeah, because he had domestic abuse charges.
But I'm pretty sure they were
dropped. Did Dan Harmon have anything?
I don't know.
The other guy was totally fine, as far as I remember. Okay, so Dan Harmon. He also does some of the voices too. I think.
I'm not sure.
This article. Got it right. We are in something of a live-action adaptation renaissance. Okay, well, that's their nice way of saying what I said. Everything's a sequel or a remake.
Yeah.
Or a live-action. I should have said live-action remake. It's
Yeah.
not really a remake, but that's the other thing they've been
They
doing.
just made a Woody Woodpecker live action movie.
Yeah,
on
they
Netflix,
did that.
you know?
They did the One Piece. They did all just every anime they can. They're trying to do it with.
Yeah.
I think maybe it wasn't.
But yeah,
Teacher
that's
Onizuka, I think they were doing too.
because people have
They
no.
can't stop themselves.
Nope. That no one has original ideas.
So have you heard of One Punch Man?
I think I recognize the picture, but I don't think
This
I heard of
guy.
him. I don't recall. So
Yeah, it's I watched a few episodes. I don't think I watched all of them. The premise of it is he can defeat any enemy with one punch.
oh yeah.
So they'll just throw the most ridiculous enemy at him, and he punches.
And they're done. Okay.
And then they're done.
Okay.
So it's hard to make interesting content when that's your premise.
Yeah.
They do manage to do it, at least a little bit. Not enough to keep me in.
Yeah, that's something I probably won't
But
watch.
maybe enough that a movie, just a 2-hour thing.
Well, just yeah.
Like, they go into like his depression because he's bored. He can't actually do anything fun because he just wins. It's not fun to just win that. Like they delve into that. Like
that sounds
if you could just hit a win button and win every
sounds pretty.
thing,
I don't know.
would it be fun? No.
I don't know. I have to see it. I'd have to watch it to give it a real opinion. So.
Yeah. So the hit anime and manga, I guess it also has paper version. One Punch Man is getting a similar treatment by Sony Columbia Pictures. We just learned of a significant change behind the scenes. Oh, I guess they already had a script. The script is getting rewritten by Dan Harmon, creator of Community and co-creator of Adult Swim sci-fi cartoon Rick and Morty, alongside former SNL writer Heather Ann Campbell.
Okay, so it's not going to be funny.
Yeah, that's God, when I read that, that's not. If I worked for them, I would want people to maybe not make.
Yeah, because I don't find Saturday. I don't find SNL funny. It's so.
I don't either.
Like
it's
okay,
the cringiest.
Once in a while, it's funny, and I think you and me were talking off air the other day about Bill Maher. I don't find him that funny. He did a bit the other day that was pretty funny. It's like okay, I'll give him that. I don't like the guy, but okay, that was funny.
And you could find some SNL stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it exists, and you don't have to go back to the Chris Farley.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Unless you snapped off the minute hand, then it's never right. Or it can't be no minutes.
So.
So if it depends on how it's broken. I've never liked that saying. A broken clock, it depends on how it's broken.
Yeah. Anyway, that's.
Also, if it's a digital clock and it's broken, it's never right. It's showing no time. If you unplug it, it's not plugged in. Well,
sorry, these analogies haven't been updated in a while. Okay.
They need to work on bad. Anyway. So according to a throwaway remark in the Hollywood Reporter, what a weird way to start. Harmon is collaborating once again with fellow Rick and Morty alumni Campbell. Oh wait, so she worked on Rick and Morty?
I'm not sure.
Alumni, fellow Rick and Morty. Okay. Campbell served as the show's executive producer from 2022 to 2023 for season 6 and 7. Okay, there you go. One of those names that I don't know. She's also written for the Eric Andre show.
Never heard of it.
Have you ever watched that one?
Never heard of it. Yeah.
Have you seen that meme where like there's like a dude and there's a person who's been shot and he's like, I can't believe you've done this?
No.
You haven't seen that meme?
Can't say I have.
That's the only thing I think of when I hear that, Eric. Because I think that's the dude in that meme. I also tried watching the show. It's
but yeah, okay, yeah, I've done heard of it. Saturday Night Live, not funny. Final Fantasy XV Road Trip IRL, never heard of that either.
It's about I haven't either. And I'm a Final Fantasy person, or at least I used to be.
It's
Everything
about
I make now is garbage.
Hot boys farting in their cars.
Hot boys farting in their car. Wait,
yeah.
what?
All right. So yeah, this isn't gonna be good. I'm gonna call that right now. This is gonna be.
They're trying to show that she writes comedy.
Yeah, that's
like
not.
These examples are not great.
Those aren't funny,
But Dan Harmon and Rick and Morty, I do find it. It's just the
You know
way
what?
that
The
they
new
do it is
season,
kind of,
though, without the other guy, the newest season isn't as good. I don't know. Maybe just because I'm biased to it now, but
I haven't watched the new season at all.
I did. And I was like, it just wasn't the same. Their voices are off too because the other guy did the voices, right? So,
Yeah,
and
and
that is
I
a
did
big.
watch. I watched at least one of them enough to hear the voices to be like, is this off-putting or
It,
jarring? And it
it's
kind of
not. It's
was.
not too off-putting, but it's enough where it's not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean,
yeah,
Justin Roiland had a very unique. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just the show isn't the same without the unique voice. That's what people, I think, liked about it.
yeah.
Got
But
drawn
yeah.
to it. So I don't know.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
haven't looked at the numbers to see like if the viewers have dropped.
another waste of money for a bad film. But people are gonna go watch it. People are gonna smoke a joint and go watch
Well,
it.
I don't know that they're going to go to theaters though. This is just going to be on streaming.
Is it? Oh yeah, okay. Well, they're
It
gonna
says Paramount
whatever.
Plus.
Okay, then people are gonna smoke a joint at
Oh, wait.
home with
Was
a
that
big
this one or the previous?
with a big bowl of popcorn or something, and okay, they're gonna get their views.
Oh no, I'm still thinking of the previous.
Yeah,
This one hasn't said one yet, has it?
no,
Ah,
but
Maybe
it hasn't.
not
It
Paramount
just said
Plus.
rewrote the script. It means it hasn't been written yet. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, it hasn't even been filmed or anything.
yeah,
Bullish. Bullish. What does that mean?
yeah. Sony claims it's bullish on the film, according to Deadline report in 2022. I don't get it. Anyway,
So apparently, the people who wrote Marvel's Venom were the guys who wrote the first script that's getting rewritten. My understanding here, they were attached to pen the script. Jeff Pinkner and Scott Rosenberg. I don't know any writer
Yeah.
names. Why would I know writer?
I'm not. I don't really care either.
Oh.
Like, I'm ready to move on from this story. if you
Yeah,
want.
and I don't. Since they really haven't even written it yet, there's not much to say about it. You know, they don't even know what it's going to be about. I'm curious who they're going to cast as this. Who would look good as a bald guy who just wins? Who do you put in here?
Bryan
I
Cranston.
want Kurt Angle.
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. Yeah, he would do.
So,
Do you
yeah.
know Kurt Angle?
Yeah, I heard the name, but
He's an Olympic medalist, gold medalist.
didn't. Yeah, I
he won
know.
an Olympic
But
gold
he's
medal with a
American,
broken
right?
freaking
So-
neck.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's who he's the one that broke his neck, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jumping off a diving board, right?
I don't. But hey, here's how he looks. He actually pulled off the bald look as a.
Huh? I guess
Okay,
he
well,
looks.
he got shaved in the ring. This is him getting shaved in the ring, but then he just kept it. It just kind of works.
Yeah.
He looks like One Punch Man,
Okay.
so he could play Saitama.
Our next
All right.
story.
Moving on, I think we're gonna leave the world of cinema for a bit. We do come back to.
Do we? From CNN, this fungus can transform cicadas into Saltshakers of death. What is that? I don't know if that's
Cicadas.
cicadas.
Do you have cicadas up in Canada?
I've never heard of that before.
You've
so-
never heard of cicadas?
No,
Oh my god.
never heard of cicadas before. What are they? So
They are a bug.
Saltshakers of death, though, right? Into what's a salt? Like, what does that mean?
Hold on. Fine. Good one. Work. Okay.
Heard we are about to be invaded.
Yeah,
Trillions
I
of
can't say I've seen those
insects will
before.
emerge from the ground in some of the most populated parts of the country. They're
Okay. Do they have the sound?
I think I've seen
The official name for this species is 17 years.
No, it's okay. I don't need to hear it anyway. Do they hiss
Well,
or
no,
something?
that is their defining characteristic.
Oh yeah, do they hiss or something?
Literally.
Or what?
They are loud, like
Are they? Yeah.
but like
So-
thousands of things doing that all at once together everywhere outside your house.
Oh yeah.
If you have cicadas, you know you have cicadas.
Yeah, I don't think we're cicadas
If
here.
you've
So.
experienced cicadas, then the sound, you know why I'm trying to get the sound because I want you to be annoying.
So what does it mean by the salt shaker of death then?
Well, I am confused about that part because, like,
So.
for me, they just make my ears. So, like, salt shakers aren't going to make my ears bleed. But hey, this spring, billions of cicadas will emerge after more than a decade underground, ready to climb into the trees and make a ruckus as they sing to attract mates. See, that's what I'm talking.
Wait, so
They call it singing.
a decade underground? They just hang out underground?
I guess I didn't know that's where they were. Maybe that's why we can't get rid of them.
So they're
Like,
like,
what are you gonna do? Bury them alive? They
Yeah.
want you to. Thank you.
okay.
Some of these insects won't succeed in their goal of procreation. Instead, they'll be controlled like zombies into spreading a strange fungus that hijacks cicadas' bodies and behavior.
Whoa, what happened?
Okay. So they're zombies now?
Okay.
The details of the fungus attack on the bugs during the insect's genitals, replacing their abdomens with a cavity full of fungal spores, manipulating the bugs into hypersexual behavior. But wait, it destroyed their genitals. So they're hypersexual and they don't have their junk.
Oh, that sucks. So
Wow. To spread the fungus further, transferring the cicadas into what some scientists term Saltshakers of death.
okay,
But why?
so are they hurt? Can they hurt you or no?
Well, I don't know.
So
Doesn't this sound pretty bad?
for them, yes, but
Well, but these fungal spores, what if you get these fungal spores up your nose?
I guess yeah. I don't know.
Or if you breathe them in? What
I guess yeah. Maybe it could be bad. I don't know.
So when it comes to the fungus Massospora cicada, associate professor and residence of ecology and evolutionary biology at the University of Connecticut, truth is actually much stranger than science fiction. Okay, well then explain it. Oh no. So they lay their eggs in tree branches.
Yeah.
Where's the underground part?
They're right there. Spend 13 to 17 years underground drinking sap from tree roots. So
Wow.
that is insane. Like, I don't get it. Like, what? I never even heard of these before. So where are they from? Like, what are they gonna do then? What's the solution?
Well, there is no answer. If you like I said, if you have these or know these, there's no answer. They
Take a
come, they
blowtorch
make
to them.
noise.
Kill them all. So
No, you just when you go outside, there's just a loud buzzing, constant.
yeah, and you take a
How do you-
blowtorch and you take some gasoline and you burn the shit out of them.
You could certainly try, but these things naturally like have their own genitals blown off and they keep going.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
is.
Like they
yeah.
just explained how these people, or these bugs, not these people, these people.
There is a place. A white fungal plug is exposed. Exposed. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah, that is pretty messed up. Yeah,
So
that's.
it just falls off. Totally fine.
No, see, ugh. No, there's a like I hate living in Canada because it's cold and shit up here. But you know what I don't hate? We don't have cicadas. You know?
Are you
like,
sure? Hold on.
There might be somewhere in Canada, but not. I don't think where I am.
In Canada, cicadas are mostly found in temperate areas in southern portions of the country, although one species, the Canadian cicada, Okanagan canadensis, really canadensis, Canada's in the name of this scientific name,
Yeah.
really, is found in the northwest. In
Okay, yeah.
eastern Canada, the most commonly encountered species is the common dog day cicada.
Yeah, so I probably
So
want to get them
Canada
here.
has them, but maybe you were lucky
Yeah, I just have never seen them.
and haven't been in a place.
Okay, well, I don't know.
But
That
what about this zombie thing? You can't just say something's a zombie. Like, don't you have to like?
that's what it said in
something
the. It
zombie-like?
said it was a zombie, right? So because it's, I don't know. That's what the link said. Zombie.
Periodical cicadas have interlocking genitalia. So when they pull apart, guess what happens? Rip.
Oh, yeah, rip,
Is this how scientists talk?
rip. Yeah,
And then there's a cicada walking around with someone else's genitals stuck to it.
yeah,
And now the cicada that's infected is busted open.
yeah. So this is science class, everybody.
All right. So once the chalky fungal plug is ripped apart, infected and disemboweled cicada flies around, raining down. Here's the salt shaking.
Okay,
So,
that is yeah.
They wrap their junks. One of them rips the other's junk off. The one
Flies
who lost
away.
his junk is now a salt shaker, flying around like, ah, my lily. And he's just shaking the fungus that he's got inside his body everywhere. Spores dispersed by these flying salt shakers go on to infect the next generation of cicadas that will emerge more than a decade later.
So it doesn't really say anything
the-
about us, though.
No, but like it was describing above how like they fall down and burrow. Like that's exactly
Yeah.
where this is all spraying. Exactly
Yeah.
where the next generation is going.
That's weird. Like, what do they do underground? I wonder.
Yeah, hang out. Maybe
Yeah,
leave us
just-
alone.
Yeah, I guess they're just. I guess they don't have a brain, so.
Zombie cicadas stimulated by an amphetamine?
Ooh, see
Why is
zombies.
that?
Eh?
Is that a question? You're supposed to tell me, article.
Yeah. It's
So,
off.
It's an awful lot of moving around. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
It's an awful lot of moving around and mating for animals whose bodies have been torn apart. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too.
Yeah.
They found a potential explanation for what keeps these cicadas going. We found an amphetamine in those fungal plugs, which provides a plausible explanation as to why the behavioral modification occurred.
So they're high.
Basically, I guess, because think about it, they literally just got ripped. They could get ripped half their body off.
Yeah.
And they keep flying around like nothing happened.
But insects don't feel like we don't know that, but they say insects don't have nerves, so they don't feel pain,
Wow.
right?
Pain
so,
in the way that we currently understand it with nerve ending.
yeah, I guess they can't.
In a different way.
You can't exactly. You can't really say they don't feel pain because
Right. It's not like
I've always
we're
wondered.
the masters of all explanations of pain.
You know, like
And also, a lot of that don't we just tell ourselves so we feel good? Like fish don't feel pain.
yeah. So exactly right. Yeah,
Have you ever poked a fish?
they can breathe out of
They
water. It's
feel that.
okay.
They feel that when you
So-
poke them in the side. So what do you mean they don't feel pain?
It's okay to take them out of the water.
I've fished, so I've been able to poke a fish that
Yeah.
was just taken out of the water, and it's like, well, it felt my poke. Why wouldn't it know like a harder poke?
Huh.
I don't. Not a fish.
So they don't know what to do.
So
Wait.
that's why they call them zombies, though, because
Yeah.
they keep going after having a big chunk of them ripped out.
And they should be dead. Yeah. So.
Now. So yeah, they might be on drugs. These amphetamines, they're out of control.
So yeah, it doesn't hurt people though. It looks like so that's a good. Does it right? So.
Like I said, outside of the ear bleeding noise, they.
So yeah, 13 to 17 years. That's crazy. Like, so how long are they out for?
Until you kill them with that flamethrower.
But do they like? Are they gone? Are they out for a week, a night, a year? Like,
I don't know. It does seem to me like they're seasonal.
and what? They're seasonal. Every 17 years, seasonal.
I didn't know
you
the seasons were 17 years. That
So-
doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Maybe they go to sleep when it's cold every year, but like the new ones are.
Yeah, they just hang out all summer and then they go to bed, or I don't know.
But how do they all agree to not have sex in between?
Well, it's pretty dark underground, so.
Cicadas are edible.
Yeah. No.
So but I wouldn't freaking eat them after reading this.
Yeah. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess this could be where it's talking about harming people. So,
Yeah.
You do not want to put those in your mouth, regardless of whether they're affected with Dina. Wait, what? If you find adult cicadas near the end of their lives or already dead, you don't want to eat them at all. What?
Yeah. Of course not. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not making an age cutoff. I'm just.
Why
saying,
do people look at? I guess people just look at. I guess they could say the same about a deer. It was like, who would look at one of those and be like, let's eat it. You know, let's.
Well, we've seen Survivor where somebody just decided to eat bugs right away. For
But
no
that's
reason.
Survivor. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I guess.
So
if you're hungry,
there's your
yeah.
reason. Somebody on Survivor sees a cicada and says, "That's bigger than an ant. I'll eat it." Because reason.
Alrighty.
If a person, dog, or cat, in person, were to eat an infected cicada, they wouldn't be affected by the amphetamines in it. Okay, so don't try to get high off cicadas.
That's the
Because
thing.
it's too small
You know
for
what?
you.
See, I didn't think about that. You didn't
I
think
didn't
about
either.
that.
The article did.
But a lot of junkies out there. Sorry. Drug users. So
What if you took a bunch of these and like
crushed it up.
put them in a blender
Yeah.
or something, grinded them all up, and then like tried to separate out the infection? Could
Yeah,
you,
you can filter it.
theoretically do something here?
And would you get arrested?
Right, because it's
So I was
not
like, it's just
it's
bugs.
no drug. It's just
It's-
cicadina.
Yeah. That's
Little
weird.
cicadina. Get
Yeah.
you high. Get you high, Mike. We got a little cicadina. So it says humanity is probably safe from zombie
Yeah.
because, if we can't get the amphetamines, we probably can't get the zombie part of it, I guess. So that's all we got there.
Well, that's
They're zombies, but not a. It's fine. We can live
Yeah.
with these zombies,
well, zombies is a fungus anyway, isn't it?
kind of. Look
Okay.
at this thing. It's kind of cute.
All right. Well, let's
Like,
move to our
it's like-
next story here.
yeah, this is where I said we were gonna come back to a little bit.
We have some follow-up news.
Mhm.
From CNN, Rust movie armorer sentenced to 18 months in prison for involuntary manslaughter. Huh.
And this is ahead of finding out about Baldwin.
Yeah, Baldwin's case doesn't even start yet. I think it starts pretty
Yeah.
soon here, actually.
Right.
It'll probably tell us in this article here, so let's go for it. Hannah Reed, the armor of the film Rust, who was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter last month for the 2021 onset fatal shooting of photographer Helena Hutchinson, sorry if I said that wrong, was sentenced by a New Mexico judge to 18 months in prison today. Maximum possible punishment. So she got the full sentence of that. That's, yeah, I guess that was her job to make sure the gun was empty. Right? So
I mean, involuntary manslaughter is the one they went for. And that's like, I don't know, what exactly does that entail?
Neglect. I don't know.
Like, that includes accidental, neglect, negligence, all those kinds of things?
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, I feel like it fits, right? For the armor.
Yeah.
Because the armor's not the one that pulled the trigger, so we've got to look at something maybe different than that. This is, so I just looked it up, the crime of killing another human being unlawfully but unintentionally.
Okay, intentional, yeah. So, so I did not take you here. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I did not here take any accountability in your allocations, or what is that? My bad.
Allocution?
Allocution. Yeah. You said you were sorry, but not that you were sorry for what you did. The judge said. So yeah.
Allocution is a formal speech giving advice or a.
New word. Yeah, so I guess that's one thing. I did hear rumor that she was making fun of the jurors, on the phone in prison because her phone record, and she was making fun of them and stuff. So she was playing it as a game, I guess. Did she feel bad this woman died? Like,
Well, I don't know. I mean, most people wouldn't be making light of it.
Yeah, like, yeah, so maybe, like, yeah, I don't think she meant to kill the person, but her neglect, maybe. And I don't know. I just hope Alec Baldwin gets some time. I hope he doesn't get off.
And that's the big part of this ruling being ahead of his, is this is going to be accounted for in his trial, and they could point and say, well, this person is already convicted of it.
Look, he's not going to be.
Yeah. So how could I have manslaughtered somebody when they did it?
Well, two people can be charged for murder. Two people can't be charged for murder of the same person.
True.
You know, like, so.
But that's definitely going to come up, and they're going to use this ruling. Sure.
Yeah.
Also told the judge, you alone turned. He even said alone, but I guess what he's saying here, you alone turned a safe weapon into lethal. That's true. Baldwin didn't turn the weapon lethal. He just simply used a lethal weapon.
So
right?
yeah.
It's a different form of, in my opinion, involuntary manslaughter, and they both need to go.
Yeah.
Because it took two to tango. One person to turn the safe
and
weapon lethal, and one person to recklessly use it.
Aim, yeah.
Not just pull the trigger. I wanted to add, he was reckless.
You know, we've seen video of it, and I know a lot of people defending him.
Weren't in the scene and did things that didn't make sense, even in the moment.
And he was mad at her. He was talking shit about her that day too. You know, which
is never gonna look.
Miss Reed had no visible reaction to the sentence. She was taken from the courtroom after sentencing was announced. So yeah, I wonder if she's gonna get some time served if she had any yet, right?
I don't know. That's what I was also thinking. Like, it said this happened in 2021. I was like, oh my god, that it's been a while.
Yeah, but okay, so it comes to almost 2 years. Yeah, so it's been a year and a half. That's crazy. Reed was responsible for the firearm safety and storage on set. She became the first person to stand trial and be convicted of the case. So yeah, there might be some other people being charged too. But her, I guess, because she was an armorer, she brought the live ammo from her house there. So okay.
Well, here's prosecutor's argument, which obviously gotta take that for what it is. Says she repeatedly violated safety protocol and acted without caution and duty, leading to death. The defense argued that the 26-year-old had been scapegoated for the safety failures of film set management and other crew members. Reed did not testify.
Yeah, that's why I just said that to Mrs. Reed. So
I should have
Yeah.
just skipped it.
ah,
So, obviously they're saying scapegoated for failures of others. I haven't heard other names.
yeah, Alec Baldwin. They're trying to save him. So
I guess when they're saying film set management, that's where they mean Baldwin, because
yeah.
he was the producer.
He was
or
too, yeah.
director. He was the big guy.
I know what, like she was pretty young to have a pretty important, like not that that means, but 26 is still pretty young to be having a big job like that on a big set like that. So
True.
like I'm not trying to be ageist or anything though, but if I was 26, that'd be too big of a job for me. I don't die like that, you know what I mean? Like
I couldn't.
yeah, like I'm not gonna lie.
People, though, yeah.
There's certain things I wouldn't want to do even now. Like
They had 30 witnesses, and they only had to deliberate for 3 hours.
yeah,
That's how long the jurors had to hear
So
about it.
they-
They're like,
yeah.
no, you 3 hours is quick. That means nobody really dissented. They all just were going through the steps. So,
okay.
yeah, she was acquitted on a separate charge of evidence.
So that's probably the bullet she brought from home.
Maybe
I
some
don't know.
evidence tampering. I didn't hear about that. Where did she try to get rid of the gun or something?
Yeah. So she got her.
It's not gonna happen. I don't know.
She got
She
18
got
months.
acquitted of
Yeah.
it, so maybe it was something they just kind of thought of. Didn't have it.
Does it? I guess it's just going over the court, but she's going to jail for 18 months.
Yeah, and
Down
they gave
bel-
her the max they could
yeah.
for this charge. So I mean, if you wanted to see a punishment, this is as big as it's gonna get. Even for Baldwin, I don't think.
When's
it'll be big.
Baldwin's case? Does it say?
Let's see. He's been charged and is expected to stand trial. I'm glad this article has your
July,
answer
so, yeah.
in July.
yeah.
And
so-
again, his is involuntary manslaughter. They're going the same charge. So again, the same
Yeah.
maximum, 18 months. But somebody like Alec going to jail for
He
18
won't.
months would be like it'd be
Yeah.
headline news if he's convicted. This
Oh.
one wasn't headline. You had to dig a little.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Although
If this-
earlier today, I saw this this headline a few times today. I was waiting for it to turn into actually showing
Yeah.
the sentence because it kept saying like will be
Today.
sentenced
I think the
so it was
algorithm.
actually-
I think the algorithm's got us worked out pretty well, man. So
Yeah,
it's like you
but
guys are
you
gonna be
eventually
interested in
got
this
the
story. So,
I'm not really sure what else it has to say.
we don't have to speak too much more. I think I'm good. We have 2 more stories here. It's gonna be a quick banter, but
Yeah, and if somebody's interested in what happened in the trial, go watch it. Did they record all of it or something?
they're gonna be no. There's gonna be someone's gonna make a YouTube video and put it on those entertainment YouTube channels. So this crime, I like watching those. Like, did Alec Baldwin shoot and kill? Find out
Wait.
tonight on.
During the Armorer's trial, assistant
Yeah.
film director David Halls admitted he was negligent in checking the gun. Who's David Halls? Film director.
I don't know. The film director.
Is he also going to be charged? If he
I don't
admitted
know.
he was negligent in checking the gun,
Halls
did
took
not
a plea
properly
deal,
go
right?
through all the rounds.
Look
the
at.
gun's shooting.
Like,
He yelled
yeah.
"cold gun" before handing the weapon to Baldwin.
Yeah,
Mark
oh.
meant to indicate the firearm did not have live rounds.
Oh.
Whoa.
good.
Okay, if she's guilty, he's guilty too,
Yeah.
right?
And then Halls took a plea
Crazy
deal in
to say that.
2023 for his role in the shooting, pleading no contest to 1 count neglect to use a deadly weapon. He was sentenced to 6 months of unsupervised probation.
Isn't that
What the-
nothing?
So nothing. $500 fine.
$500 isn't nothing, but for somebody like that, it's
Probably nothing yet. For life.
if you're an assistant
And
film
24
director, I think-
hours of community service and not to use drugs or alcohol.
Wow,
So yeah.
that's weird. This guy should have gotten 18 months too.
Yeah, he even said cold gun. So again, there's I don't
Yelled
that's
cold
new to
gun
us.
and was the one he admitted
Okay.
to being negligent and yelled "cold gun."
Now, does that change anything for Alec Baldwin? That might get him off
Maybe.
right there.
I mean,
You're still supposed to be again. Okay, this would be my defense against that is when I used to be a forklift driver and I used to load trucks with the forklift, right? I loaded it. It wasn't my responsibility to make sure it was tied down. It was the driver's. So I'd still tie it down, but the driver was responsible for checking that to make sure it was tied down properly, right? So just because I said I did it doesn't mean that it's done. You are responsible for that rig. You're responsible for it. So
yeah, and I think for me with the Baldwin, it's where he was impromptu, adding things that weren't even in the scene.
yeah.
He went beyond what made sense to do, even with the understanding you thought you had a cold gun. Like,
Yeah.
well, you're still doing something unsafe that we know killed somebody during the filming of The Crow.
Yeah.
You know, somebody died being shot with a blank. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I think he's guilty and needs to go, but he's a Baldwin's. He's not. He's not gonna.
He's
go to
an
jail.
angry old man who won't go to prison. So
It's another one of those things, kind of like Trump.
yeah.
I think Baldwin's got enough money. He's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah. I just saw a tweet today. Someone was like, "Today's finally the day Trump will go to prison," and I kind of want to.
That's the other headline today.
Yeah,
The hush
so-
money trial started.
Yeah, but I kind of want to screenshot that and then go back in her tweets and find out how many times she said that. Because I guarantee she said that every time it goes to court. It's like, they all do, and then they're all mad. It was like, stop can you hope? Stop counting your chickens before they hatch. So,
Exactly.
All right.
Come on. All right, so I think that's all we got on the rest. Although I can't wait to do the Baldwin
yeah,
story.
in July.
That's where it gets interesting. All right, next up, Fox News. North Carolina Good Samaritan opens fire on carjacker before stolen truck mows him down. Video.
Huh.
North Carolina suspect Ricky Driggers charged with first-degree murder and deadly carjacking.
That sounds like a very North Carolina name. Ricky Diggers.
Yeah,
Triggers. You know, like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know North Carolina that well, but that does sound like a North Carolina name, you know?
Yeah.
So,
So, did you see this clip? This is making the rounds on most of the
I
social
didn't.
media.
Is it graphic or no?
Yes.
Okay, no, if Fox shows it, I guess we could probably show it. Viewer discretion is
but
advised.
we're not
Okay.
hitting play on this. This is a totally unrelated.
Okay.
Thing with Fox. Fox
So-
never has the related.
You're
video.
right. So, okay, well, viewer discretion is still advised of this story, so don't worry that we don't have to watch it. No, it's good. This is a shooting police. You're right. That video we don't want to see either.
That literally.
Yeah. So let's go down.
I
So,
don't, that's on me because I
Yeah.
said what I said and then I still that one's on me.
North
They even say
Carolina.
warning graphic content like
In
the
North
gun
Carolina,
stuff.
carjack suspect faces murder charges after police say he mowed down a Good Samaritan who helped thwart a carjacking attempt and died after opening fire on the suspect, who stole the victim's work truck before fleeing the scene. And eyewitness video. Yeah, I didn't see the video. Huh.
Yeah, so they're saying that instead of the one he was trying to carjack,
Yeah.
he took the worker truck.
Oh, okay, I was kind of confused there. That just threw me off. Right,
Yeah.
victim work truck instead before. Okay, yeah.
Of course, they even say the graphic video emerged online.
Yeah.
This happened in March. I guess I didn't really pay attention
Huh.
to the date. Here's a screen grab of the incident. So I believe the guy over here on the right is the
bad guy.
carjacker.
Yeah,
Bad guy, we'll say.
yeah,
The guy on the left appears to be the worker. He is holding a gun. He
Yeah.
does shoot the gun multiple times at the guy after trying to say, "Don't get in my fucking truck."
okay, and
Pretty sure
stand
he
your
throws some
ground.
expletives at him because like this is his work vehicle
And
and he's got a gun, so of course he's gonna
Hey,
try to keep
as
his
a
shit.
Canadian, I know not really people would hate it, but as a Canadian, I believe in stand your ground, right? But
And this is gonna vary from state to state.
like
here.
people always say, well, that truck's not worth the guy's life, that criminal's
not.
life. But okay, but then why does a criminal think that truck's worth his life?
What do you mean?
So, well, the criminal knows he's got a gun and can be risk of being killed. So he knows if he steals that truck, he can maybe get shot and killed. So he knows he's risking his life for that car. So,
I guess I just don't quite follow that logic.
like, the criminal knows that he can be shot. So, like, I don't know. The criminal's putting his life at risk for that truck, knowing that he could be shot.
So, I mean, once you have a gun pointed at you, you must follow all orders of the gun pointer.
But I usually would. I'm not gonna lie. So,
I mean,
yeah,
it definitely depends on the circumstances.
Yeah.
Like if this guy is running because he's done a crime,
yeah,
doing what this gun holder says is not gonna work out for him.
no, but
Because he's done a crime and needs to get away.
yeah,
Now he's clearly on camera because we got the full clip of
yeah. This has to be. This is a video camera. It must be
this truck also has a license plate on it.
Yeah.
So I mean, in terms of should you try to physically encounter a person to prevent them from taking this truck? In my opinion, no.
Right.
Because you've got enough to prosecute them later and
Yeah.
find them later.
Right.
Like it's unnecessary. Like you can still get them for what they did. It's not like we're not punishing bad things.
But
It
say
just-
that's his truck.
This
he
isn't the way I
he-
want to punish
But
things. I
that,
don't want
okay,
somebody
but that's
shot.
also that guy's livelihood. He takes a truck and disappears or crashes it. Guy can't go to work. Guy can't feed his family. Boom. Like, right? So now he
The guy
can't
can't feed
either.
his family. That's his own fault.
Like, Yeah, well, now,
Find another
regardless,
job.
now you can't, right?
Find
So
another job.
That's
Losing your truck
yeah.
doesn't lose your job for life.
Yeah, don't steal a truck.
that's not-
Yeah, don't steal a truck. 'Cause
No. What you're saying doesn't make sense.
So-
You're acting like this truck is his life, and it's not.
But it could be. You
It's
don't
a
know
job.
that. But yes,
It's a job. No,
and
I do know
most
that.
and most Americans are
I
living.
1,000,000,000%
Most
know that.
majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck right now. So
Well, this job can be replaced with a different job.
So-
Your life can't.
yeah.
Your inside
Um,
organs being blown out can't be replaced.
But yeah, super unfortunate the guy
Right.
died. So, they caught the guy though, right? Because he didn't get away. He didn't get away out of the truck. He must not if he ran on foot though, didn't he? Afterwards.
No, so that's where I was. I guess if we'd seen the clip, it'd be more clear. So the guy does get the truck, and then this
Yeah.
guy continues to try to stop him.
Yeah.
And this guy uses the truck to run this guy over, sending him flying in the air.
Oh shit. So.
Pretty sure this guy in the yellow vest is the one who died.
Yeah. No, he is.
He didn't
Yeah.
hit a single
Yeah,
goddamn
just-
shot.
Yeah. So.
What he tried to do, he failed at too. And that's the other reason, another
Yeah.
argument to
Yeah.
not do it.
And that's the thing. If you get a pull gun, like you got to know what you're doing.
You
before
gotta
do
know
it,
what you're
so.
doing. You gotta you better succeed, because if not, you're against somebody with a reason now to harm you, a very, very immediate reason to harm you. As soon as you've pulled the trigger once, the other guy has no choice but to do something.
Yeah.
He's no longer left with the choice of just comply with gun guy. As soon as the trigger's and that's at that point he hops in.
So
and puts the gas on the
Jonathan.
truck.
Jonathan, I can't read the last name there. Like, but I
Jonathan,
still can't.
oh.
But anyway, he's a guy. Yeah, he was the guy in the green, and Ricky's the guy in the by the front door. So.
Yeah.
Don't get the yeah. So. But yeah, I'm not gonna repeat what he's saying because but yeah.
Don't get in the goddamn truck, fool.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
So.
that's what G is, right?
I don't know.
But yeah, he makes it clear he's holding a gun and
Yeah.
what he wants you to not do. Of course, the suspect ignores it.
At least
We've
4
already said
shots
that.
can be heard yet. So.
Yeah, and as soon as he shuts the door, that's when the guy starts shooting. And I think it was 4 shots.
Okay.
It's shocking that he doesn't outright kill the guy, because you say how close
Yeah.
range that is. That is
Well,
pretty
we'll see.
much how
That's
close
the
they
way
are
it
when the
was.
gun's
Yeah, I
shot.
have to see the video too. I'm gonna have to watch a video. So. But.
So this is the guy who was trying to do a carjacking and then did the vehicle assault that
Yeah.
led to someone's death. So this is a bad guy. We're not saying he's a good guy here.
Well, he's going to jail.
We're just saying that this guy with the gun could have not died.
Yeah.
He could have made decisions that weren't leading to this outcome.
Yeah, that's super
He
unfortunate.
tried to protect
so.
his truck and lost his life. Why? Why would you do that?
Because he wanted like.
You don't have a
I
life
get it,
now.
So, yeah, but
So yeah, the suspect slams the truck in reverse and backs up the parking lot. As the Compte and another man remain in the lane, the truck reappears in the video, speeding towards them. Get out of the way. Bystanders can be heard shouting. You do hear that.
yeah,
LeCompte does not make it in time, and is struck head-on with his own truck, thrown into the air, and dragged about 20 yards over the curb and across a grassy. The first time I watched the clip, my first thought was, he's dead, right? And then I watched it with Jays, and we both had this thought, like, he's dead, I'm pretty sure. And then we found the actual news on all this. It's kind of weird how news works now. You start with the clip and then go find the news.
yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find this video right now. Keeps going here. Yeah. So.
The driver, police identified as Driggers, then cut across the field to another parking lot and made a getaway attempt. Police arrested him later after he wrecked the truck on Highway 41.
Yeah.
Police told the local news station, WBT. First responders rushed LeCompte to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries.
Yeah.
Driggers is being held without bail on charges of first-degree murder. Very, very obviously first-degree murder.
Yeah.
Larceny of a motor vehicle, attempted robbery, and fleeing arrest.
We got
Yep,
robbery.
yep,
Okay,
yep.
here's a video here. Okay.
Oh, do you...
I'm gonna watch it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
It might be okay to show on stream, but, like, to get your own context.
Yeah. Okay.
When you see the head,
How
it's
is he
just like,
not hitting him?
oh.
Yeah, you're right. Did the gun jam or something? Maybe.
Well, yeah, I like...
Okay, but the guy didn't have to come back. Like the guy could have took off.
Right, and that's why this first degree is like... Yes. Yeah, he did that shit. 'Cause he-
Oh, shit. Yeah, I knew it was coming.
and
Yeah,
it's
holy
bad
shit.
too, because like, and you can
Shit,
see like the
yeah.
back of the truck too, the way
Yeah,
it's bouncing.
that's...
It's
Yeah,
just-
if you want to watch it, you can find it. But yeah, we're not showing that on stream. Holy moly.
So at the time of his arrest, he had pending charges of driving without
Yeah.
a license, reckless driving, DWI, and a slew of traffic.
Okay, that guy
violations. So-
shouldn't have shot, regardless if he shot. It looks like that guy wanted to, like the guy came back at him. Like he could have drove off. The guy was, yeah, that's...
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
I fully believe that was
Yeah.
an active choice to come back and hit him with the vehicle,
Yeah.
which was also dumb because he'd only shot 4 bullets. There's
Yeah.
no gun that only has 4 bullets. Like,
Yeah. So...
do you take that chance just to get like revenge?
Unless the first bullet jammed and something went wrong, that's the
if
only
he
thing.
was aware that the gun wasn't going to work, then
Yeah.
that's.
But again,
that's-
you could have turned off and drove off, and you probably would have got away, and then he would have just had a robbery charge. You know, not a like.
Well, yeah, because if you
Yeah.
drop that one, you only have larceny of a motor vehicle, which
Yeah.
sounds a lot like attempted robbery.
Yeah.
Sounds like successful robbery.
Yeah.
And fleeing arrest.
Yeah.
Like those 3 charges aren't the end of the world for somebody. And also, I'm looking at his other ones.
That's an average
Driving without a
month.
license,
That's an
reckless
average
driving,
month from
DWI.
most people. You know, come on. So
Like, this is the charges the guy had.
Yeah.
This was why he was scared to comply. He didn't want to. This is what I was saying. Like, he wasn't going to comply with the gun because he didn't want to get arrested because of these things.
So other
But these
than
aren't even
spending
that
a
crazy.
night
This
in
guy's now a
jail
murderer.
and like a month, you go a month for all that stuff, right? DWI, you didn't hurt anybody. Okay, you get your license revoked. Yeah, that's
Like, you
messed
can
up.
come back from these things and come back from like the last 3 of these things. You can't come back
Yeah.
from that choice he made to come back with the vehicle.
No.
Now, as unfortunate as that is, the guy who also hit can't take his choice back either.
No.
The victim in this case. I think he could have made different decisions and not died.
But know what?
that's 2020
But who?
hindsight shit.
But
He
who's to
doesn't
say
have
that
that.
guy won't have just drove forward? Like, not we don't know. Who knows? The guy might have just backed off and drove forward and ran him over and killed him anyway.
Right. I mean,
So.
it's all hindsight quarterbacking. So
It doesn't matter now. Yeah, it's just,
in the moment, you're sitting here, you see a guy, you've got a gun, you think you've got a situation controlled.
Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah,
He didn't, but I could see where he thought he did.
so
And if you think you're in control, you're not going to think, I could do this and definitely survive. You're going to think, I'm in control. So, I mean, I get where his head's at. I don't know. I do think there's a point there in the video where he still could have gotten
But did
further
you?
away.
Fun fact. I think I don't know if you did this, but for how often does an average police officer miss their shot?
It's like stormtrooper aim, isn't it?
But this is probably majority of anybody anyway in an action like that. But you're looking it up, aren't you?
No, I was actually trying
Mm-hmm.
to find this clip.
Yeah. Well, it's 70%. So 70% of shots are missed by everybody. So
By
yeah.
everybody, or is that
not everybody, but by cops. But
okay? Because I think if you add everybody, it might actually be a little more accurate. Because I think on average, cops are less accurate. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd have to check that though.
and that depending on the situation, are they talking about line of duty, shooting fired, or a target on the wall, right? So
Right.
all right. Well, I think that's all for that. We have one more story here, I think. But yeah.
Stuff. I just going back through and make sure I didn't.
Yeah,
Any other
I knew it
thoughts
was
on it?
coming.
Just-
It still shocked me. So
Yeah, and and the way he comes at him with the vehicle, it's you can't really tell here, but it's behind this black car. There's a big open like grass area where he drives through, and the guy in the yellow vest is running, but there's nowhere to dodge left or right to get behind anything.
yeah. So
It's really shitty. He's just like got no choice at that point.
yeah,
So his
yeah. That's sad.
his day really sucked.
All right. Final story.
Let's talk about OJ.
Take it away.
NBC News brings us this one. I don't know that we covered it, but OJ died.
We did. We mentioned it.
We mentioned it. We didn't actually do a story on it, but
So.
I thought this was interesting enough to cover. OJ Simpson will be cremated. Interesting. I thought most like rich and famous people like to have their open casket bullshit burial.
Oh,
Oh.
because he would get vandalized all the time. So
Right, and maybe that is the choice here. But also, a state executor says hard no to controversial ex-athlete's brain being studied for CTE. So a lot of former NFL people or whatever athletes, wrestlers, donate their brains to science to help study CTE.
Yeah. So.
Because they're the ones who are doing all the repeated concussion.
Exactly.
The
So,
repeated damage to the brain, and like the
But
only way to study that is to have the actual.
Did he
ones.
not want it, or what? Why? I wonder.
I think that he's scared.
Yeah, he's
His
like they're
brain will
gonna
show that he's messed up.
Yeah.
In some way.
or they're gonna be able to plug his brain back in and find out that he actually did kill his wife. You know, like.
But even if you can't charge him.
Yeah,
so
but they still they plug him into the Neuralink and relive the friggin' murder. You know, there, boom.
So the executor Malcolm Laverne, who was Simpson's longtime lawyer, said he also wants to quote tone down the rhetoric with the Goldman family. What does that even mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff online. He's getting a lot of stuff caught up, like a lot of right? But I get it.
We're gonna
right?
stop hearing about it now.
A few days probably, right? So, a lawyer who represented O.J. Simpson, who died from cancer last week at age 76, said.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think. What did he die from? I didn't care.
The former NFL star body will be cremated in the coming days, and there will be no plans to have his brain donated to science.
What a waste! If you're cremating, just do.
You know what? I still think it's a good idea. It's not just for him; it's for all. It's for athletes in the long run too, right?
And he was an athlete.
You know, and he's
right?
and he was like maybe a killer allegedly. You know, like he did rob. Didn't he rob a bank like 10 years ago too?
Maybe. I know he molested some other girls and had the college like it didn't happen. There was a non-disclosure agreement that somebody had signed with OJ that as soon as OJ died, it was no longer valid, and so they spilled the beans. How they basically got it expunged from his record that he sexually assaulted 2 girls in college.
Oh yeah.
Because he was a really good athlete, they didn't want him to lose his athleteship or whatever. I'm not a... I don't know.
Yeah, sorry. In 2008, OJ guilty of armed robbery and kidnapping. Yeah, so.
I mean, so you've got kind of 2 worlds here. Because there's 2 kinds of brains I think that are worth studying, like the brain of a psychopath criminal.
Yeah.
And the brain of a concussion traumatized athlete, right?
So.
I feel like both those are interesting. This is the cross-examination that we are getting denied. We deserve to look at your brain, OJ. Orenthal.
Yeah, weird.
Did you know his name was Orenthal?
No, I didn't. I probably
didn't
know
what the J is?
I probably did that. Jonathan.
No, James.
Jane?
Orenthal James.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
I don't know why I know that.
So yeah, like, well, I guess we'll never know the truth other than the book he wrote.
Everybody, including the brain. Well, yeah, I mean, at least he wrote down in the book to confirm, like, so that we don't have to sit here and
he didn't do it.
Still act like there's a question. No, he did.
No, he said.
And
he
here's
did.
how he did if he did.
But anyway, I just looked this up. This is it. OJ stashed millions in offshore accounts to avoid paying Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown's families.
Oh,
so
jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. OJ. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he had almost 100 million, and now this isn't confirmed. This is from MSN, but yeah,
Yeah, because he was trying to basically make money out of the deal. They were really trying to make sure he didn't, and it sounds like he did, basically. He just had to hide it a little bit.
He said he wasn't going to give a nickel to the family, and it seems like he didn't. So, he currently owes them $114 million. But I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Hey, Heckles, how's it going? But yeah, that's that. Thanks. Welcome back. I'm glad you're on the show on Friday. It was a great time. We're talking about OJ to close the show today.
Yeah, so they got to calculate the worth of Simpson's estate, the inventory of his assets. Basically, once they do all that, though, everybody's going to want their piece, including mostly the Goldman family. Like, there's a bunch of people that want his.
And Heckles, I got a song now for the beginning of the stream, so you have to listen to it later on. But yeah, I don't have too much more.
This article kind of goes on.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else about OJ. It's just
So
it just kind of sucks, you know, because in my opinion, it's a double good brain to look at.
Yeah, no, they can't.
But I mean, it is your choice what you want to do with your dead body, I guess. You know?
Yeah, so
I
it's
think I
good.
plan on doing cremation.
I don't know. I'm gonna do taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
Yeah.
Is that legal? Can you do that?
I'm sure you can. So, um, but yeah, let's finish off here because it's gonna be a nice short episode. And what I'm
is
gonna
the
do,
legal status of human taxidermy work?
and what I'm gonna do before we actually end and host a channel, I'm gonna play our song one more time for everybody here. So
That's a good idea because there's some people I'm sure that
Yeah.
weren't here quite at the beginning and would like to hear our new little jingle.
can you taxiderm a person, yay or nay?
No.
No.
I'm gonna go with probably no.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you everybody for being here. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button. We're almost at a goal of 300. We're only 3 away, so that'd be great to get there. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, X, whatever you want to call it, Twitter. But yeah, go check us out at borderlinebanter.com. Also, if you want to be on the show, drop us a line. We are always looking for guests. We do have episode 100 coming, and we haven't come up with a plan yet, but I'm thinking about changing up the show a little bit, have a little bit of fun. It's going to be a Friday night. Might want to just do a fun episode for episode 100. And we're welcoming many people, more than just one. We can have rotating guests, but we'll figure that out. But drop us a line or shoot us a message on Discord if you're already on our Discord. And it's okay not to be okay. We take suicide awareness here pretty serious at Borderline Banter. 988 is a phone number, North America. Many other phone numbers there for different situations. And if you just want to talk or just get what you want to get out, people do care. But yeah, Dustin, anything else to say?
Just thanks everyone for being here. We always appreciate everyone's support, watching us and clicking on the buttons for us. I'm pretty psyched to hear the song one more.
Yeah, me too. So we're gonna disappear, but they're gonna be able to hear it. It will say starting
Alright.
soon, but we're ending. But then I'm gonna host. Thanks for being here, everybody. Stay safe. We will see you on Wednesday. Bye now.
I didn't get my piece on.